Hello houseplant friends, welcome back to another new video. So today, as you guys can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be, oh my god, by the way, hi if you are new, my name is David, and in this channel we do all houseplant content related. A lot of the times we do a lot of plant shopping videos, but today it's going to be how to care for RATTLESNAKE Calatheas, how I personally care for them. I currently have this one and this other one, which are two RATTLESNAKE Calatheas, but I have two of them. I had more and I did them by division, but I ended up selling them. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about light, fertilizer, humidity, propagation, temperature, and pest issues, as well some fun facts. So without any further ado, let's just get started. We're gonna start with lighting first. So RATTLESNAKE Calatheas can tolerate low light conditions, and honestly they prefer low light conditions. You could give them bright indirect light. Morning light is perfectly fine, but try to avoid intense afternoon light because it could scorch the leaves and just hurt the plant. So bright and direct light is perfect for this plant, and it will be a lot happier in low light conditions as well. Now watering. So this girly, you want to keep the soil moist but not wet. If you keep it wet for long periods of time, it could develop root rot, and that is really hard to like fix. And I also understand that sometimes it's a little bit hard to know when your plant needs water, if it's dry, if it's like too wet, if it's too moist. Sometimes honestly the top can just be really dry, but the bottom it's really wet. So that's why I prefer and I recommend to a lot of people to invest on a moisture meter. It is really affordable. I have this one linked below. I've used it for like a while already. It has saved a lot of my plants, and this is not sponsored by them, but hey, no, but in all seriousness, this is literally perfect for like beginners, even like people like me who has had plants for a very long period of time, or even experts. It's gonna help you a lot, and it's gonna like tell you, because trust me, I'm telling you right now, I have killed some plants with root rot in the beginning, and also I had some moments where I thought the plant needed some water because the top was really dry. I placed it in and it turned out it was really wet in the bottom. There's some other reasons why that happens, but and also it's normal. But thank God that I literally found out, because it would have gotten root rot, and not this one but another plant that I have. So highly recommend y'all to invest. You don't have to get this one specifically. There's a lot of different kinds out there. This is just the one that's really affordable, and they had Prime, which was fast delivery. But yeah, so highly recommend on your moisture meter. But yes, these plants, they like to have their soil like moist. They do not like to dry out for long periods of time. And another tricky thing about these plants is they prefer distilled. Honestly, you need to water with distilled water. Filtered water, fish tank water is what I use for all of my calatheas. But try not to use tap water. You could use it, but it's really it hurts the plant. Calatheas are sensitive to salt, fluoride, and a lot of the chemicals that's in the tap water, and it can start making the leaves crispy and just make the plants it won't make it happy. So if you can buy some distilled water, it's pretty affordable. Or honestly, another way that you can do it for free is you get like a gallon or just a cup of water, and from your tap water you leave it out for 24 hours or 48 hours, and then supposedly it's safe. I never really tried it, but that's something that you can look up to. It's safe to like water the plants because supposedly the fluorine would evaporate. But yes, I highly recommend fish tank water, distilled water, purified water. Rainwater is also perfect, and it's free water, and also rainwater has some like fertilizer in it from what I heard. But don't water these girlies with tap water unless it's an emergency. Now fertilizer, which is one of my favorite things because it's like you're giving a treat to your houseplants. Well, it's actually considered food. I feed mine every single month in the growing season, and when I consider growing season, I consider when the actual plant is actually growing. Some people consider that like in spring and summer, but if I see new growth on my plants or my RATTLESNAKE Calatheas, then I will give it some fertilizer. But if I see like new growth on winter time, like right now, I would have to dilute the fertilizer. But what I recommend for you is you could fertilize your plants in the growing season once a month and have to dilute it with water. I personally use Microgrow. I know a lot of people have things about and feelings about Microgrow, but for me, the fertilizer, it's fast, it's affordable, it's a lot of it, and my plants do seem to appreciate it and do pretty good. It's their potting mix that I need to look after. Now the temperature. So this is a Calathea. They do not like cold drafts. They will develop crispy leaves, yellow leaves. They hate cold drafts. They like to stay warm between 65 and 85 degrees. Avoid cold drafts and drastic temperature changes. Now propagation. So I've honestly done this a lot. So my boyfriend has done it as well. So it's pretty easy to do. It's by division. So it's really simple. Basically, let me give you this bigger, bushier one. What I'll basically do is, you see all those little stems there? You can literally just divide it, or just pull them out one by one, and you will literally just split them apart. You just like do this in half, and then you have two free plants, well, one extra free plant. But division is how you propagate the RATTLESNAKE Calathea. Now for pest issues, RATTLESNAKE Calatheas are not really prone to a lot of pests, so it's really great for beginners if you live in a very humid environment and your tap water isn't so heavy, then this plant will be pretty easy. Yeah, so this plant isn't really prone to a lot of pests. Now for humidity, rattlesnake calatheas or just calatheas in general, they do prefer, some are more delicate than others, they do prefer really humid environments. The rattlesnake calathea can handle between 50% humidity and above. Try not to go lower than 50% humidity, and there's a lot of different ways that you can like boost that humidity or just keep it there. The one that's really affordable is just getting like a plate, putting rocks and filling up with water. As it evaporates, it makes like a small little like environment for it, and it just evaporates, and as the water is evaporating, it's building humidity around the plant. Basically, this is a plate, you put rocks and then you put the plant in the middle, the water evaporates and just give it some humidity. Now I haven't really tried it, but I heard a lot of people to do that. What I personally do, I have my own humidifier. Humidifiers are really effective, and if you do use a humidifier, also use distilled water. Try to prevent tap water because it will build up mineral deposit, and that's a little bit of a butt to clean. You need to use, I personally use white distilled vinegar to clean it up, but this is a whole different video. So yeah, try to keep your rattlesnake calathea between 50% humidity and higher. Now some fun facts about the rattlesnake calathea is that it does flower. It flowers in the late spring and early summer. The blooms are yellow and orange. Now I haven't really personally made my rattlesnake calatheas bloom. I consider it kind of rare because I have never made mine bloom, but basically when they bloom, it means you're doing a perfect good job, because that's when they only bloom, when they're in perfect conditions. And that's pretty much it. How I take care of my rattlesnake calatheas is some tips and advice that I can give to you over the months and almost a year caring for these girlies. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. If you have any tips or advice that you would like to share as well, feel free to let us know in the comment section below. Again, I'm gonna try my best to have all these products that I recommended linked down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.